Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another podcast with Hello CEO Tools. Today we're going to do a slight different one. We're going to do like an insight to one of our partners of Hello CEO Tools. We have Brother Wafi with us today. So, Brother Wafi, let's do a deep dive into your, life. Why you've decided to join with us to start Hello CEO Tools. And just a little insight into yourself. So tell me what you've been up to.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Wafi. I'm 18. I've just finished my A-levels and I've just started my journey on basically full-time entrepreneurship. I currently have two businesses, Halal Tours, and I also run a social media marketing agency. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm up to right now.
Okay, so it's quite shocking because normally people your age are not struggling. I guess they're stressing about getting into university, finding apprenticeship, getting a job and stuff like that. You know, the whole crackdown from their parents. You know, saying, you can't be sitting at home doing nothing. You have to be doing something. When they say something, that means university or education of some sort. So tell us how did it go with that and what's going on?
So with the whole university situation, of course my parents, they're Asian, they wanted me to go to university. You know, I finished A-levels, I have opportunity to go to university, I could study pretty decent subjects, accountancy or engineering. But at the end of the day, I didn't want to take out a loan and take interest to go to university. So yes, there are other routes such as apprenticeships. I was considering apprenticeship, but then I was thinking about the pros and cons of both of them. So I was thinking about how much time I'd have, and I always wanted to have my own business, start my own business. But I was thinking about, if I was to do an apprenticeship, would I have time to run my own business? Would I have time to do the things I want to do? Would I have time to put effort into my business and also have time to do the things I wanted to do? So that's one thing that having my own business has allowed me to do. It's allowed me to have free time to do things that I want to do, spend time with my family, pray my salah on time, of course, and things like that. Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of like you as an individual, tell me what I guess gave you inspiration or drove you into wanting to start entrepreneurship and to be more direct and specific about it, just starting like a touring company like Halal or Tours and even the social media marketing agency.
Okay, so I'll start with the social media marketing agency. So I've always enjoyed filming and editing videos. So that's one thing I used to do when I was 15. I was editing videos was it 15 or 16? I believe 16. I started editing videos on TikTok. Like I'll get clips on podcasts and things like that on Islamic videos, so such like Ahim and Islamic people that get spread dawah basically.
Yes.
I'll make clips and I'll post it on TikTok or Instagram, and I just enjoyed editing videos. So I thought, why not actually try to pursue this in a business? So I thought social media would be the best way. Social media marketing agency would be the best thing to start off with. And with Halal Tours, one thing I want to do is I want to bring Muslims together and also teach them how to make money the right way without doing haram, without implementing things. So for me, example, music, putting music in videos, because I do social media, is a big thing for me, because people will be like, oh, you're going to get views by putting the trending sounds in your videos, but really and truly there'll be no barakah in your videos, you'll get sin as well. So one thing I've seen personally is that not using music in my videos, I've had more barakah in them and I've been getting even more views than to those that use music in their videos.
Okay. And just to dive in a bit deeper, let's talk about yourself in the sense of how you bring value towards the brothers who'll be joining us on the first tour with Halal CEO Tours. Obviously, I know you quite well, but how can you bring the value to the table for these brothers?
Okay, so for me, I'd say I specialize on social media the most. So the most value I could bring is teaching brothers about social media. We all know social media is a big thing nowadays. It's the easiest way to get views. It's the easiest way to market anything. Yeah, it's free. You don't need to pay anything, and you can outreach to a lot of people very quickly and very easily. So I'd say I have a very good understanding on what makes a good video, such as the hooks, call to action. I understand the algorithm. I know how much engagement you need in a video, and how to actually push your video and push your product or push your service as much as possible to as much people as possible.
Okay, fair enough. So like, how would you like say for a business in terms of, let's say I've come into the game quite recently. I'm a new business owner. I own, I guess, a store on the high street. I have no idea what social media is. I don't know much about it. Like, what would you do and say to like sway me to say, okay, I want to choose you, or I want to get onto social media? Like, what would be like? I know you talked about how social media can market you easily, but how does it all work in that sense?
So you would make videos of your product or your service. We'll get first of all we'll get a better understanding about what it is, because of course I won't be able to make a video about your products or make a good video about your products if I don't truly understand what it is you're making or serving. Right. So that's the first step. I'll get understanding of your business, and afterwards I'll do some research on it and see what is viral, what is so good about it, why do people need that product or service. Okay, and then I'll look for the businesses, the best selling thing basically. So for example, let's say it's an ice cream place.
Right.
Okay, let's say we have an ice cream truck or something. I'll look for the most viral thing, the most bought item there, and that's probably the thing that will print the most. So recently we've seen that there's been a viral mango and pistachio ice cream, for example. Okay, so now I wouldn't necessarily just copy that. I'd look for another alternative. So what's another flavor that's also nice? Maybe coconut or something like that. Coconut. So if they serve coconut, maybe you could do that. So promote the coconut ice cream. So basically, you don't want to just copy everyone. Right. You want to take the idea
that stand out.
Yeah, you want to stand out. You want to have something that's yours. You want to make
unique
it your own.
About you.
You want to make it unique up for yourself. You don't want to just copy everyone else. Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, I guess, recycling content.
Of course.
Sometimes it does work. Sometimes, if you're just very late to the trend, it's just pointless, isn't it? But yeah, fair enough. Let's get a bit deeper into yourself. How about, what would you say to those your similar age group in terms of, where you saw yourself before you started this entrepreneurship, and in terms of what was your mind process or your thought process in terms of getting into this type of field? How would you, I guess, motivate others to do the same thing as what you're doing, or even just, I guess, guide them in the sense of having some sort of reassurance or confidence into believing in themselves to do something?
Okay. So for a lot of people my age, most parents would consider university as the main option. So my parents, when I started my businesses, they were thinking, it's not really a guaranteed thing. You're not guaranteed to get paid. That's why you need to go to university. But however, what I done to persuade them is I just started the business. I put it in work. They saw me waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning every single day. They saw me when I started my agency. They saw me going to all the different restaurants, and they saw me go to all the businesses in my area, East London, Central London, North. I went everywhere. I went out. I went to the shop by myself. Sometimes with my friend, my business partner, and we'll go to each shop every day looking for clients basically. And they saw that I was putting in the effort. So for most people my age, they want to start businesses, but they don't put in the effort. They don't show the effort. They just say, I want to do this business, and then they'll tell their parents, I don't want to go to university. I want to do this business instead. But their parents haven't seen them put in any work whatsoever. So why would they listen to them? Why would they even consider them doing businesses if they haven't seen them put any effort into it?
I guess it also comes into like a trust factor, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of actually putting some kind of commitment towards it. I mean, when it comes to, like, I guess, even from myself, from a younger age, this is when apprenticeships came out. Everyone expected me to go to university. I chose to go through the apprenticeship route. Everyone's like, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, still within the career path I wanted to go into, which was like IT based. but it was something alien to them because they never heard of something where you can get paid and you can learn at the same time at that moment. But obviously, once they saw money coming in, I guess, and they saw me actually gain certifications, qualifications, and stuff like that. I mean, they couldn't say anything about it. And I guess another way for an individual to even just to feel like you're not losing out on education base. I feel like when one starts a business, by the permission of Allah, it does become successful, and we make dua that your businesses are successful. When the money does come in, there's not a reason for you to not try to upskill yourself. I guess you can still go out and get these certifications by paying for these certifications. Even any qualifications as well. I mean, like there's so many different sites that you can get certificates for different areas and stuff like that, just to upskill yourself. And there's like so many different avenues now to learn from as well. Like you've got Pluralsight, you've got YouTube for one. You can get even online tutors and stuff like that. So you're not missing out, I guess, as a person who's not going to university, especially within the degree area you're looking into. I guess some specific ones can be like, I don't know, doctorship and
doctor,
lawyer and stuff like that. But even then, lawyer, I'm pretty sure you can get the
other routes, other ways.
there's methods towards it. I even know with teaching, your uncle, even he was telling my sister that you don't have to go to university and like to do the whole PGC route. You can do another route now. There's like different routes to get into it. So university isn't the be all end all. I think that's one of the main factors, and I feel like there's a lot of pressure. I don't know outside the Asian community, but within the Asian community, there's a lot of pressure for us to get into university and stuff like that. But definitely, what you're doing, especially at your age, it's a salute to you, man. Like the fact that you're thinking already like this, you're moving forward, you're trying to better yourself, better your family, all that. That's a good mindset to have, and it's the right direction. I personally think it's the right direction you're taking. The only thing I can obviously tell you is just never give up and stick to it, stick to the plan.
Yeah, can I say something quickly? Yeah. So when it comes to like our parents saying that our universities are anyway, I don't necessarily blame them for thinking that, because that's what it was when they were our age. They were think that was literally the only thing that you could do, university.
Yeah.
So, and also another thing, I grew up with social media. I had like inspiration. I had people, business people such as like Andrew Tate. They were like, I see that all over my For You page. They were like inspiring me to actually start a business. So, and they didn't grow up with that. They didn't. And also, we have access to YouTube. We have access to loads of business ideas, marketing agency, anything you want to do.
Yeah.
You have access to it on YouTube. You could easily search it up what you want to do on YouTube. You could learn it for free straight away. But our parents, they didn't have access to that. So I don't necessarily blame them for thinking it. But at the end of the day, their ideas may be a bit outdated. But you just need to put in the work, and you just need to show them that you're actually putting in the work, so that you could gain trust from them, basically.
Okay. So with yourself, where do you see yourself, let's say, in 5 years' time?
Millionaire, inshallah.
Inshallah, like,
Basically, I just want to help as much people as possible. So if I become a successful entrepreneur, other members in my family, such as, let's say I have younger cousins that are like 14, let's say in 5 years' time they're 18, 19, by the time they get to university, let's say I'm a successful entrepreneur, their parents may let them to consider do a business potentially, because they've seen me work out, so why can't their son work out as well?
Yeah.
So I just want to like change this whole mindset that university is the only way, and bring more opportunities to like family members, people in my area, community, friends, let them
inshallah.
And teach my skills as well to as much people as possible.
And what would you say in terms of how do you upskill yourself as you're right now, what you're doing to actually like make yourself better, like so you're not stagnating or you're not on standstill at the moment, because you're not, I guess you're out of education now. So what means are you taking to keep yourself busy, in the sense of keeping your mind fresh, having new ideas, learning new skills and stuff like that? What do you do?
So keep my mind fresh, find something you enjoy. So I like going to the gym. I'll go to the gym. That'll keep my mind fresh. Always be proactive. So try to learn new skills. I read books on the side. I try to basically, I just want to develop myself as much as possible. Learn new skills. Currently, I'm reading Atomic Habits. I'm learning how to get rid of all my bad habits and how to learn new ones, basically. How to implement new ones in a way that I won't fail, in a way where I won't be inconsistent with them. I'll be consistent with the good habits, basically.
Yeah.
So always just read books. Even if you're on TikTok or something, cool, you use TikTok, but there's also a educational side to TikTok. You can learn things on TikTok. I've learned so much things on TikTok when it comes to social media.
Right.
So if you really put yourself in a place where if you're trying to learn things, say if I search up on Google how to get viral views or something, like how to get as much views as possible on TikTok, everything's connected. Yeah, somehow TikTok will find that information from Google and it will post that to you, or literally show that to you. That's how the algorithm works. Whatever you search for, will somehow get to you.
Yeah.
So always just try to learn new skills and keep pushing forward and put in the hours as well. You need to put in a lot of hours every day, otherwise you won't get to what you want to do.
Okay, so if you want to just put like a little sum up of everything we just spoke about in terms of going back to value from yourself to those who are quite new to us, quite new to the whole social media side of things, the whole marketing side of things, the whole networking side of things as well. As a summary, like, how would you guide them in the sense of why would it help these entrepreneurs joining onto Hello CEO Tours? From your perspective, obviously.
My perspective. So of course, you join Hello CEO Tours, join our trip in December 21st. Yeah. December 21st. You're going to be surrounded with loads of entrepreneurs that have loads of different businesses. Yeah, you're going to have me that I do social media marketing. You do marketing as well. You do more website developing and things like that. You're going to have other people. You might have a graphics designer there. You might have, I don't know, a wall painter there. Someone renovates houses, someone that does Airbnb maybe. You're gonna have loads of different people there, basically. So you never know when you'll need their skills. You may not think you need it now, but you may need it in the future. Okay, so the benefit of joining our trip, you have access to loads of different people. You have access to a network of brothers that can help you, and also it's just a nice environment to be in. You'll be in an area where you might have the same business as someone else, but they might be in a better position. They might have more, I don't want to say success, basically success. What's the word I'm trying to look for? Basically more success in their business.
Yeah, I mean, success, I mean, you can see it as both ways, isn't it? Success in their business, success in, I guess, closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well. And that's the main thing, isn't it?
Of course. But you may see someone that is more successful than you, and you could ask them to help you. They could give you tips and advice on how you can scale your business to the next level and how you could implement different things to get to that position, to get to their position, basically.
Alhamdulillah. If you want to just, wrap it up, I guess, give yourself a little shout out to your social media marketing company. If you want to, promote it a bit now and just give us some final words. No, by all means, it's a platform, just, it's marketing.
The company's called We Media. If you see it on Instagram, @We Media Co.
Yeah.
And I've been Wafi. You've been
Samuel Chowdhury, or Sam, whichever you want to go by. But alhamdulillah, pleasure for doing this. I know it's quite hard to actually, deep dive into some people's, like, the whole process and the, how it gets to and how you go about things as well. But alhamdulillah, it's very good. It was a really nice having this conversation. But inshallah, there's many more these insight podcasts on the other brothers and myself. But yeah, keep tuned, subscribe, comment, like and share. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.